It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 St. Louis Cardinals.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone. Move guys along when the situation calls for it. Play the game.
Adam Wainwright gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
He may be the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
Fly ball out toward right field. Piscotty is there. One away.
And one of the keys to the game for this guy is going to be getting outs early in the count. It doesn't necessarily have to be one pitch like it was there, but he needs to keep those 20-pitch innings to a minimum. That's a good start to the game for him there.
Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting third, right fielder
Russell Daniels takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Wainwright comes set. First pitch on the way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Yeah, if you're going to start an at-bat with a pitch out, it means you're willing to let a guy hit from ahead in the count. And we all know that batting averages are much higher on 1-0 than they are on 0-1. They've learned the hard way there.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, if you're pitching, you better look out for Yadi Molina. Now, he's got light tower power. Make a mistake up in the zone, and you better be prepared to see it leave the yard.
Ian Kennedy is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, he went into the 6th inning in his last start. Threw okay, ended up with a no decision. He'll look to go a little deeper in this one.
Jim Edmonds comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. One away.
And here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Stepping in now, Will Clark. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody gonna touch him.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time, as it's taken for a called strike three, and there are two away. And with two away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Ozzie Smith will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, this has been just the kind of start you hope for in a Game 1.
And 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. After one, no score. Alex Gordon will lead things off here, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Alex Gordon.
Wainwright's ready. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Well, Anytime you can retire this guy, that's good. And anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Omar Infante set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, a big spot for that. Comes through with a 2-out RBI triple to pick up the first run of the ball game.
Ian Kennedy will step in now as he'll get a chance to swing the bat here in the World Series.
Yeah, and remember, thanks to the National League winning the All-Star game, no DH in games 1 or 2, or 6 or 7 if we go that far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air to right field. Piscotty sprinting after it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Royals do strike for a run here on the RBI triple. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Royals. Leading off the inning, Matt Carpenter, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.